Yellow. Perhatian sang putri merak yang tertiup angin. Aku Pavolia Reine dari holoID. Attention please, I'm Reine from holoID Generation 2. 皆様ごきげんよう。私、holoID Indonesia に育成 Pavolia Reine と申しますの。以後お見知りおきよ。Hi there. Oh my god. Welcome to another Ace Attorney Investigation. And oh my goodness, we are still stuck in case 2. I saw somebody was like, "Oh my god, let's hope, let's hope this is the last time we're gonna, see, case 2." And it's like, you know what, you're not wrong. I really, really want to see other cases, but I don't know why this case is so long. This case in particular is so long. Well, maybe if that's the case, maybe the other cases will be, maybe even longer. Do you think it's over? It's not over. Like, dude, I don't even remember what happened. Basically, this guy, the chess guy, died, and it's like we see Frank saw it, and there's the guy with the dog, and I don't know, man. Probably killed him with a chisel, but I don't know. This game in general is really long. It is. Longest game in the franchise? We'll have to figure it out, I guess. Whenever we got the cases, we thought the case was reaching its end, but another mystery happened. I see. It do be like that, but let's just hope... let's just hope we can finish this case today, and hopefully take a little peek at the next case, maybe. Don't you like the new character winner? Yes, I do like him, actually, so, yeah. Yes. I've got my coffee and my cake. Yeah, I speedrun food. So yeah. And we have some old characters Frank saw it. Frank saw it as a character in Ace Attorney 1, Case 1, literally the tutorial case character. So I was really pleasantly surprised when he showed up. And it was like, oh, okay, so he plays a pretty huge role in this case in particular, I guess. But yes, he's gonna move on to the game, yeah? Still in the maximum security violation prison? Yeah, we're still in that case. Hold on, sorry, what? Ace Attorney Investigaciones Collection. Yeah, Frank from Game 1 and Regina from Case 2. Are we getting someone from Case 3? I don't know. But yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I almost forgot about Regina. Frank saw it. Probably is a good witness. Yeah, he sure saw it. Kind of curious about what language do I speak. Legitimately, I do speak PFAO language. I do speak Indonesian. I do speak English. I do speak Japanese. I do speak... I speak very limited Korean. I need to start putting more credit into it because and by limited Korean, I'm saying shit like oi uyu, which is not even a real world word. What about Chinese? I don't think I speak enough Chinese that I can say I speak Chinese, but it's not a 0. Yeah. What the hell is even oi uyu do? What the heck? Hakseng uyu. Okay, hold on. Let me switch to the game, actually. Game yellow. Alright. Can we please show the game? Thank you so much. Oh, this game's so loud. How do you say rice milk in Korean? What's rice in Korean? I don't know, man. Daise uyu. What's rice in Korean, guys? Alright. Okay, let's load our game. Oh, continue, actually. What? Here? Dude. Oh my god. I gasped so hard, like I choked on my own like saliva. Yeah. Oh, last time we actually got the dena, like the actual map of the thing, and we figure out that the yards actually there's an extension to the yard than what we have access to. Yes. How you pronounce that? Sal Uyu? Is that it? Okay. Yes, yes. Saramanda ai. Yes, I can like to some degree read Korean, but I don't speak the. I barely, like 0 point something % speak the language. My only Korean knowledge is from that little Duolingo session we had like years ago. But yeah, so I could read like, oh, it says Adidas, but then I wouldn't understand literally like anything. Yes, yes. Here we are again. Let's hope we can find something this time that will finally reveal the truth behind it all. Although that might be easier said than done. There's nothing left to investigate. Judge Gavel's deduction yesterday. I've been able to read it since like a long time ago. Just never really bothered reading the, learning the language. I just find that, I don't know, it's hard to like make time for it a little bit. There's another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. What? Oh my god, I hope they will remind us. The well in the yard. Could a body not have entered the tunnel from there? Damn, straight up through into the well? The body? In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop. She's messing with us, isn't she? At some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done that but Mr. Saint? Yeah, because me, like, I like taking it easy when I learn a language, because, like, honestly, if you rush, like, it won't stick to your brain. Yeah. Like, the only reason I can speak English this much, and I think, like, honestly, lately, my English has been getting worse, is that I was exposed to it so much at such a young age. I literally, like, took lessons. But yes. So if there's no exposure, it does not stick to my brain. If I want to learn Korean, then I need to, like, spend 24/7 watching K-dramas and talking to people in Korean. Had Knight's body really been thrown down the well? If your English is getting worse, it means it's getting better? Really? Is that so? Is it the price of being polyglot? Honestly, yes. For example, my Japanese is, like, really rusty. And then, if I go to Japan for, like, a month, it'll get significantly, like, it's like riding a bike, right? You slowly get better again at it, at the cost of maybe my Indonesian or English getting a little bit worse. But yeah, it's kind of like that. How often do you use English outside of streaming? Quite a lot, but, like, not verbally. Yes. The answer to that question will surely show us the way forward. Before we begin, I should tidy up my organizer a little. Unnecessary evidence has been removed. Let's see here. What? There's a cover on it. A dried up well slap bang in the middle of a prison? Figures it would be locked. They figured it out. Reading A3, you mean? Oh, frick off! No, I actually talk to people, okay? I have a social life. But I'm, like, pretty chronically online, so, it's, like, mostly text. Luckily, I'm a master lockpicker. Want me to do my stuff? And also, like, I don't really get to, like, talk to people, like, verbally, because, like, oh my god, it's like, oh, my Oshi is actually in the same Discord server as me. Oh, crazy. No, actually, nobody thinks that. I think, no, we'll do this investigation by the book. Come on, don't be such a stick in the mud. Whoa! What is it, Kay? The lock's broken, and from the looks of it, it's been broken for a long time. If that's the case, then anyone could have thrown Knight's body down the well. For the emotes, I would say yes. Hello. Judge Gavel's theory was that Mr. Saint carried out the murder here in the yard. And then during the performance, he threw the body down the well. Okay. What are you thinking, Malzarino? Plausible or no? Oh, why don't we see if Missa can help us out again? Have you able to tell us if Mr. Knight's body was here and which way it went? Good idea. I'll call Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe speaking. Detective, I need your assistance. Come to the prison yard and bring Missile with you. Today, don't you feel I'm a little bit more soft-spoken today in general? Like, not just tonight, but also today. Like, during the day when I was doing Yabe and doing the shilling stream. You bet, sir. Gumshoe 7 secret weapons to the rescue again, huh? Yeah. I'm fairly sure Missile belongs to the precinct. I'd also like you to bring one of our witnesses. Call the Berry Big Circus and ask Miss Regina Berry to come down here with you. Yes, sir. I'll be there before you know it. So, what shall we do while we're waiting for Gummy? How about a quick game of hide and go seek? Fun idea, kiddo, but where exactly would we hide? And not seriously considering it? How about a quick game of connections? No, I finished today's connections. Your game can wait, Kay. We need to call on one of your more practical skills. I think you know the one. Little thief? What is it? Oh, hell yeah. You bet I do. One crime scene recreation coming right up. I feel like I'm gonna get a nosebleed, but it never comes. Say what now? Let me show you. Introducing a great thief's great secret weapon, Little Thief. Whoa, screens appearing from thin air. This is some next level tech, little sis. Wanna talk me through the deets? What are you doing now? I've been putting everything we need for the simulation. Wait, is this really our first time doing Little Thief in this particular in this particular game? In Investigations 2? Oh. Allow me to explain. This is Mr. Thief. Okay. It's a device that can recreate crime scenes at specific moments in time based on the data you feed it. How about I start us off with a recreation of what the yard looked like yesterday? Okay. Good idea. It was when they were in the middle of tearing down the stage. We didn't pay much attention to the well then. Who knows? We might have overlooked something. Well, maybe. Leave it to me. I'll use the photo I took. Beep 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 boop beep. Okay. That's all the data. Just gonna pump the projection power to max and... Dark skies of evening when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now, where does the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood? Yo, this is like a real Jiko Shokai. This is like a real VTuber Jiko Shokai. How does it feel to play A using keyboard instead of a controller? I can get used to it. The investigations is a little bit more annoying, but I can get used to it. It's a recreation of how things were yesterday, modeled on the data I gave Little Thief. This gadget was a tool used by the original Yatagarasu, but they used it to plan robberies. Well, there's no harm in using it for something on the right side of the law now. Oh, but keep in mind that it can only recreate what you tell it to. It can't simulate things it doesn't have data for, and if the data itself contains mistakes, you'll wind up with those same mistakes in the recreation too. This particular recreation is based on case photos, so we shouldn't run into any problems. That's enough preamble. Shall we get started? don't forget you can examine stuff in the recreation just like in real life. Huh. You can also present evidence to try to clear up any inconsistencies you find. Of course, thank you for the reminder. What the Haley? There's a sturdy-looking hemp rope lying on the ground. Kinda reminds me of the ropes we used for playing tug-of-war in school. The answer is no, okay? What? I didn't say anything yet. I see it also has a metal stake attached to one end. Oh yeah, it looks like something you'd use to put up a tent. But there was no tent, was there? In which case, what was it used for? It's to, I don't know. It would be gruesome to be like, oh, what if, like, I just stabbed the neck of the guy with it, but I know the wounds don't match. The well was behind the stage, which means there aren't many people who could have thrown Knight's body down it during the show. This is looking worse and worse for Mr. Sane. Did you have dinner yet? Yes, I speed ran dinner. Before this, I ate Hainami's chicken rice. It's a metal wave of some kind. It looks like it weighs 30 lb. How many kgs is that? The projection makes it a little tricky to read. Really? You think so? Sure, it was 30 pounds. What does anyone need such a heavy weight for anyway? It doesn't seem related to the circus show at any rate. Oh, 13 kg? What are the bunch of pulleys doing here? They don't seem to be well pulleys for lifting buckets. Oh, pulleys, and then you combine the pulley and you combine these three and it makes a device? A pulley system to drop the corpse or whatever, man? I don't know. They don't seem to be well pulleys for lifting buckets. So what do you think all the stuff around the well was used for? To fuck around, I don't know. I don't think it matters. I can't see any of the animals needing them for their part of the performance. Indeed, nothing immediately strikes me as a likely purpose. We'll have to ask Mr. Berry. Sorry, Miss Berry later. Sorry, what? Oh, is that so? There's nothing to be found here? None. Not really? Oh, there we go. Looks like this was designed for raising and lowering a bucket. No sign of the bucket, though. Huh? Yellow. These chairs must have been for the audience. I pity whoever had to put them all away. Why? You've clearly never had to fold up a bunch of boring chairs before, huh? Not personally. I've told other people to do it, though. Come on. You gotta roll up your sleeves and help out once in a while. Hi, elephant. I'm gonna examine you. A wicker basket, or rather a cart given the wheels. Wouldn't it be fun to hop in and race it down a hill? You know what else would be fun? Racing down a hill on office chairs. Safety, though. Hi. What was the name of... Oh my god, I forgot. What was her name? Esmeralda? Oh, sorry. Sorry, that was really far. It ends with A, though. Asia, the Asian elephant. That was so far off. Close enough. How could I forget? Not exactly inspired, though, is it? Was Miss Berry having an off day when she came up with it? Oh my god, Mr. Edgeworth, not in front of the poor elephant herself. Okay. I suspect that's about all there is to find for now. Detective Gumshoe should be here soon too. You can pardon Mr. Thief now? Okay. So all that to absorb the elephant to our little device brain. Sorry, sir, I came as quick as I could. Speak of the devil. That was indeed impressively quick. Why is Missile so mad? You can't see it. The Missile is mad as fuck. Hold on. I'm sorry for blocking. I'm sorry for being so useless and blocking angry Missile. Here you go. You know me, sir, never did like to keep you waiting. Thanks for coming all the way too, Regina. No problem, this seemed way more fun than rehearsal, so I ditched them for the day. It's very much appreciated. Alright, Detective, let's get started with Missile. Aha! Over here, boy! What's the matter? Come on, boy! He's so mad. What's wrong with him? Looks like he's scared of something, sir. Scared of the spicy macaroni. Hmm? Eh? It's closed? Oh, boy, yeah, anjir. Alligator! Allie! You guys not a fan, sir. Amelia and Esmeralda. I doubt he'll be of much help to us like this. And your bright ears, Malzarino? Yes, actually, Miss Berry, would you mind lending us a hand? Just tell me what you need. Do you want me to teach Allie some tricks? I don't doubt she could do it, but nothing quite like that. I simply like an account of what the yard looked like during the show. You're thinking of using Little Thief again, am I right? If you'd be so kind. Hi, why is Missile sniffing me? She's sniffing the jacket because he wants some of it. Okay. This is what the yard was like during the show. I'm so spicy. The time I wish the body was purported to have been thrown down the well. This is so amazing. It's like magic. No magic here. Just sweet, sweet data. This is why. The area behind the stage is missing. They're level 2. If you eat just one, it's not spicy. But if you keep eating it, it adds up. Regina said she wasn't involved in getting the stage set up. So we don't have any data on what it was like back there. No data, no simulation, huh? Brutal. Sorry, you guys. It's all because I asked him to do everything by himself. It's like I get stacking burn debuff. Oh, no. It's so much Frilly Associates' fault, huh? We've got a fresh simulation now, but we still have the other data, too. We can do both. Let's do it. He's useless now. It's a find the difference. The basket was empty in the other recreation. But it was definitely empty in the photo I took too. I made a mistake? The basket for holding Asia food, but on the morning all the apples that were in it had vanished. So she didn't eat? She didn't eat breakfast! Wait, this shit's so spicy. Do you like apples? Yeah. I'm gonna have to fight with Azia. Subat makan emang sumpah. I can't stop eating. But it's too spicy. Sumpah ini makanannya enak banget. But if you're not used to spicy, you will die. It prickles your tongue less than the pirikara noodle in Japan I ate. But it's so spicy. Karai, karai desu. Maji karai. Kokoichi 15からより辛い。Try to get fruit cream milk. I don't have milk. VOD watcher skip! 15 minutes! Archive 見てる人は15分スキップください。Okay, I'm done. That's not 15 minutes. Yeah, but more like 1 minute. My bad. Ah! Gomen, 15分じゃなくて1分だった。Not 15 minutes, but 1 minute. Let's continue. VOD watchers unskip 14 minutes. The chairs are lined up neatly for the show. Though we know there are free empty seats during the performance. Something about this space, the way the seats are arranged. Reminding me of a karaoke contest I entered as a kid. What? Entered a karaoke contest? I sure did, and I came in second. Hiya, why not first? Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight. One alone source to shine, the light of righteousness on the word's blight. You didn't actually sing that. I sure did. She did well to take second place. Or perhaps stole is more apt. Or is it more that she failed to steal his first place? I'm overthinking this. A story of forbidden love between a tiger and an elephant. Wish I could have seen it. Wish I could have seen Simeon up there on that stage too. Oh, he was wonderful the way he flew off that stage. Ah, that scene. Sumpah pedes banget, kocak. It's depicted in a very unique manner. Whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage. Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the... You're saying the crime took place during that time? Sumpah. My tongue hurts so much. Roughly just how long would you say Mr. Shane was off stage for? It was around 15 minutes. Just as Judge Gabriel said! Ah! Is it pretty hairy? Health and safety wise, having an elephant fling a guy off the stage? Not at all, as he's very gentle. I'm not sure it changes much if he flings him gently or roughly. Too gentle, in fact, when we first rehearsed it, she barely nudged him. But by the end, he was flying off that stage, not because of Ezia, though. Simeon had figured out some kind of trick, apparently. Isn't that amazing? The pulley? Do you have any idea what kind of trick? Who, me? Oh no, it was Simeon's big thing. I wouldn't know where to start. Oh my god. It's the Penahel Azia, the Asian elephant. Now Antia's lady herself is on stage. I wonder how they got her in here in the first place. What do you mean? The entrance studio is people-sized. And there's like a gazillion megawatts pumping through that fence. Kinda risky, no? Not if one turned off the electricity. Yeah, then all the prisoners would escape. There an entrance blocked by an elephant? I think not. This is a real puzzler, alright? I need to give it some more thought. The spawn is home to Warden Lagarde's beloved alligator. Those bones must be from her latest meal. I somewhat doubt an alligator could pick a carcass clean like that. The thing, I got a feeling she was rather ladylike in her own way, actually. Did you say so? I kind of have a sixth sense for these things. An interesting talent, though not one I'm particularly envious of. Ugh. The Great Thief's great secret weapon, color me intrigued, Miles Reno. Not exactly by the book stuff though, yeah? Using Great Thief doodads in an official investigation. Well, we know for the Death Stairs, Chief. I'm cool, okay? I can keep a secret. Anything for the truth, am I right? It's possible that the vital evidence has already been destroyed. Without case reproduction of the scene, we know about finding it. Hey, relax, like I said, I'll just zip it and nod politely while you cats do your thing. Thank you, that would be very helpful. So do you come to visit the prison often, Regina? I sure do. I have so many little friends here. It's wonderful. And they're all such sweeties, the old faces and the new. I made a new friend only yesterday. Ellie is just the cutest. Cute? A full-grown alligator like in the depths of the pond? Are you sure about that? Can't help worrying you could just walk up and then tramp, you know? Oh, don't be silly. You should never do anything like that. Especially since she's not doing great. I heard she hasn't been herself since yesterday. Yes? Whoa, what happened to her? I'm so worried about her. You guys are worried too, right? Right? Yeah, totally. Super worried, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Yeah, what happened to Allie? Did she eat something wrong? Mr. system might be temporarily out of action, but my fishing rod is good to go whenever you need it. Oh, let's fish! If you want to give a metal detector a shot, yeah. I've never seen him so excited. We should let you know if I need either of them, detective. It would appear that we're missing some data for this point in time. Yep, that's about the size of it. You gotta go steal us some data. Okay. Huh. Can I do this? The trick Mr. Saint performed for his big scene could have something to do with all the items we found by the well. I'd like to have another look at the equipment around the well from yesterday. Can you have Mr. Thief bring up the recreation from when they were tearing down the stage? You got it! Take another look at these items. Could they not have been used for this trick of Mr. Saint's? Sounds plausible enough. Heck, maybe added to the simulation. Good idea. Please go and ask Mr. Saint for the details. After that, I'll be right back. Oh, she gone. I'm back, and he told me exactly how he did it. Excellent. Well, how does it work? He said he used the pulley at the top of the well, suspend a heavy weight from a rope, and lower that down into the well. The other end of the rope went through 2 more pulleys, and was tied around his body. I see, so he used the downward pull of the weight to help him launch his house into the air. And how did he make sure the weight only dropped when he wanted it to? Used the stake to stop it? That's how. Oh. Mr. Dari didn't seem to know anything about the tricks or the contraption he built for it. In which case, I suppose it must have been Mr. Saint himself who pulled out the stake. And to do that, he used the second length of rope. Oh. He tied it to the stake, and then when he gave it a sharp tug... the stake was released and the weight dropped down the well. It's a great trick, I have to steal it. This one has to go in the Great Thieves' repertoire. It may not be quite that easy. These kinds of circus tricks can require years of practice to master. Wait, where's my medicine? Simply stealing the idea won't be enough. Alright, practice it is then. Well, before you run away to do so, would you mind updating the simulation? Okay. Alright, then we can see how it all worked for ourselves. Okay, I'm switching back to the recreation of the performance. Okay. Dar. Wait. I'm medicine. Okay. And now to add in the data. Little Thief should be able to reproduce the trick now. Wow, you can do that far? Oh. So like that. So this is how Mr. Saint performed his trick. Simeon's full of surprises, huh? I mean, dropping a weight down the well to help him fly off the stage like that? That's genius. Indeed, but I imagine he would have needed quite a lot of weight, more than him at the very least. It would have taken some serious pull to lift him into the air like that. And probably a ton of practice. Make clever use of 2 ropes. That's one heavy weight. Kind of makes you think how much this must all be weighing on Simeon. Yes, I'm not sure I quite see it myself. Too bad we don't have the real thing here. Otherwise, I'd hang it around your neck like a big old albatross, huh? And we'll see how you like it. I And what is this? This tarp is just like the one we saw in the workshop. This tarp is just like the one we saw in the workshop. Yes, but why is it here? But why is it here? Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You've gone kind of blank. I intend to stay blank till you stop stealing my thoughts. That's cute. A pulley and a rope. I suppose the two do tend to go together. They sure do, like a great thief and her treasure. Can't have one without the other. Sorry, but the proper pairing in this case is a great thief and a set of handcuffs. Okay, we already, I think we have... yeah. On it? There's no more? Really? There's nothing to be found, but it's not... But there's... It says... Ah, there we go. This is the rope that was hanging down the well, but there's no piñata at the end of it, and definitely no bucket. Do try to be serious, Kay. Oh, come on, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm just trying to lighten the mood. So cut it out with that stare of yours. Actually, she may be onto something. You might want to consider what could have really been attached to the end of the rope. What is it? There's so many cables. There's so many cables on the floor. Okay. So let's go. Whoop. You can try to switch. This is where the circus show stage stood. Do you think people would be interested in a great thieving show? I'm sure the police would be very eager to attend. Oh Shannon, halo Shannon. Apa kabar Shannon? What's up? Alamak. Hello Raiders. Selamat datang guys. Welcome, welcome. This pond is home to Warden Lagarde's beloved alligator. Right now we're streaming Ace Attorney Investigations 2. We're at the second case, quite at the end of it, so okay, spoiler warning. But if you guys just want to chill, you guys are more than welcome. We have a little circus, we have like an elephant, we have a tiger, we have murder as well. This pond is home to Warden Lagarde's beloved alligator. Kamu suka matcha gak? Aku sukanya apa ya? And look, those bones must be from our latest meal. I someone thought an alligator could pick a carcass clean like that. Loh, bukannya udah ini kocak. Welcome, how are you guys? Shannon and viewernya Shannon. Selamat datang. Wait, can we go in the power room actually? This door appears to be locked. Want me to open it? Can't guarantee anything, but I'll certainly give it a try. Nah, kita mabok matcha. Abis ngapain? If we deem it necessary, we'll simply ask for the key. Aku suka matcha sih, cuma kayak akhir-akhir ini belum makan matcha lagi. Spoil sport, that could have been my chance to shine. You're free to shine somewhere else, but you'll not make an audience out of me. Dia makan seblak kuah matcha. Oke. Ya enggak ini juga sih, aku kemarin habis makan bebek goreng bumbu matcha juga. Jadi kayak sebenarnya kita sama saja. Jadi aku tak bisa bilang apa-apa. Aku tak bisa berkata apapun karena aku juga habis makan bebek goreng matcha di stream kemarin-kemarin. Teler dia. Iya. What kind of food is that? Bebek goreng topping matcha. Jadi bebeknya tuh digoreng. Terus kayak ada tepung matchanya bisa dituangin gitu, guys. Sama aja ternyata. Aku mau bilang I wanna say like buset parah banget Shannon gitu, but I can't cause I just did the same thing last time. Wait, shoot, like is it really time to logic? Disappearing apple is for... Oh! Did they use the apple for weight? Ngasal aja, guys. Anjing, bukan ternyata. Maaf! My goat. Wait, I'm washed actually, hold on. What? Azia the elephant? Apa kocak? Maybe she ate it? Dude, she ate it! Like, oh, it was gone. And I'm like, oh no, Azia didn't eat breakfast. No, she just like ate it. She just ate everything. Really? That's strange. I should have put the card where her trunk couldn't reach them. Are you sure about that? It was still full of apples the night before the show. They must consider the possibility that the cart was moved to somewhere within Azia's reach. A large basket full of apples couldn't have been moved by the wind, which likely means somebody moved it for a reason. Oh. Wow, gee, I wonder what happened, and it turns out the food was simply eaten. It's crazy. Yes, that seems to be the most probable timeline. Let's update the recreation, okay? Will do, I'll add that to the simulation of the performance then. Let me just change back to that recreation first. Okay. Updating based on what Regina told us now. They're all done. And then? Little wonder is... Yeah, like, I play too many games like this. Like, so, like, the solution is that all the food was eaten. I'm like, huh? Really? You know? Little wonder it smelled of animals. It was being used for the elephant. Did it? To hold Azia's apples, right? Azia's ample apples. Yep, it was full of them the day before the show. So they vanished overnight. Ooh, did you figure something out, Mr. Edgeworth? Quite possibly. Whatever, man. No, I don't know. Games made me cynical? I mean, no, not really, but... Oh, it's the same dialogue. A made me this way. Really? Like, I just like... This game makes me think a really, like, a certain way that sometimes... You know, when I play another puzzle game or something, I'm just like, oh my god, how does the game want me to think? I'm too Ace Attorney brained. Did the alligator move the cart? Possibly. Now I already missed the feature that highlights everything you can examine. Okay, there's literally nothing new that you can examine, so... Oh, shoot. That's an impressive fence. I could climb it if I... Please don't, it's electrified. I wonder what's on the other side. The warden's office, I believe. I guess she likes to keep a close eye on her pets. This facility would probably function better as a zoo than a prison. Oh, I forgot about that. So maybe, I don't know. What the hell? I don't know, man. Ngasal aja guys kita. Oh anjir, salah juga. Tahu anjir, I'm stuck. Pulling force, not apple. Tahu Kocak. It can't be this, right? Something not 30 pound. He's way more than 30 pound. Yeah. Something as heavier than Saint will be needed for the trick to work. Yeah, but like this, he's not 30 pounds. basket of apples? Maybe the logic is that it doesn't work? It could be, you know, at this point. Are you serious? Like that? It's literally like, oh, it's eaten by Asia. And no, it wasn't. And it's like, oh, this one, maybe it's this. But wait, it's not, but it's the correct one. Can we not? No? You haven't noticed, detective? There's something strange about the weight we found. How heavy it is. The one weight on its own wouldn't be heavy enough. It's not overthinking, it's misleading! A single 30-pound weight could have lifted Mr. Saint off the ground. In which case... could there perhaps be some weights missing? Sounds like a job for my 7 secret weapons, sir. Should the need to use them arise, I suppose I should speak with him then. The helly. Should speak with him how? And then, oh my god, so do I just do this again? Oh, insufficient weight? Holy crap! Oh my goodness! Oh! Wait, this is terrifying. I don't even know what else I don't think I can gather any more proof. But... I don't know which one to match. I don't think we can get anything else. Do you think we can find a missing weight with something? Yeah, the metal detector, but like, I don't know how to request it from Gumshoe. He says, talk to me, but like, how? How do we talk to you? Oh, same thing. Yeah, like, we can talk to him, but it's the same dialogue. Like this, don't say a word, sir. Oh! Wait, what? Hello? What? I have that too, but how? I'll be sure to let you know. How? Oh my god. Okay, it's logic. Okay, what if metal detector? What if metal detector and insufficient weight? Like, oh, and then maybe if we do this, he'll be like, oh, maybe we could look for it with a metal detector, even though we just said that. Detective, I have a need of one of your secret weapons. Roger that. The metal detector, if you would be so kind. Aw, geez, I'm never gonna get to use my fishing rod. So before we get started, let me run you through how the metal detector works, sir. It's simple enough. It uses this sound. And this gauge? Oh, to tell you how close you are to something made out of metal. Okay. The closer you get, the more strongly it'll react. When it starts going wild like this, just give me the order to examine the spot where I'm standing. What do we got here? Oh, the fence. Anyway, that's how it all works. You tell me where you want me to look, sir, and I'll get right on it. Salah pencet, kocak. Don't see anything metallic. What did the detector pick up? Maybe we can dig. Oh, iron sand. As in sand you can pick up with a magnet? That's the stuff. You can find it at the beach sometimes. And I just got the thing we need right here. Introducing secret weapon number 67. Are you making this up as you go along? It's the only ordinary magnet that I found at the hardware store. Watch this, it's just bringing it close to the ground. And Tada is picking up the iron. Ooh, hehe. Come on, little guys. Come to Papa. First expedition 33. Now this. Regardless, this investigation must continue. It's so funny now. It's so funny now. Everybody groans when I say 6-7. Before the holiday, nobody said anything. Regardless, the investigation must continue. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, what? Nothing in the pool? But this is just metal. There's something here, sir. Ooh, it's a gold coin, sir. What a find. It'll go down in history. I didn't imagine a gold coin would stay hidden along the prison yard. Well, you found it. Never would have guessed it was hiding there the whole time. It's one of the coins from the big coin hunt we hold once every 2 weeks. That sounds kind of interesting. Must be fun for the whole family. Sure is. The prisoners have to hunt for the coins the warden buried around the yard. If they find 3 silver coins or 1 gold coin, they can swap them for a jelly donut. A jelly donut? Is this a prison or a playground? Alright, let's get back to it. Ding, 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 ding. Or maybe in alley pool? Alley ate the weights? Found these little guys in the grass. They're the same as the weight we found by the well. They must be from Mr. Saint's trick. Did someone hide these here on purpose? I count 4 altogether, sir. They will be more than heavy enough to send him flying. Somebody has several of the same weights as the one by the well. But why? And why over there? Here! Yes, nice work, me! Alligator! The thing nearly gave me a heart attack. Oh my god, she ate it, right? She ate it! That's... Oh my god, did she eat the murder weapon? I'm gonna... you know... That's why, cause like they said Ali hasn't been feeling well since yesterday. Did she eat the weight? Did she eat the murder weapon? What's the matter, detective? It's the metal detector, sir. It's reacting to the alligator. How? We must wait for the alligator to poop. You sure it's not responding to the weights he just found? No, sir. I'm sure this is something different, and I'm sure it's coming from the alligator. Chiseling the dog. It's not from his butt, right? Oh, no. Why am I making shit up in my brain? It's in the mouth. My brain's planting false memories like it's a Mandela effect. We scared that big snapper good. I don't think that's it, Kay. Huh? Allie hasn't been herself lately. That's the name, Allie, the warden's favorite pet. She wouldn't even look at the food Warden Lagarde brought her yesterday. She was acting as if, I don't know, as if maybe she'd eaten something that didn't agree with her. Maybe the metal detector was responding to whatever she ate, sir. Hold on. Yeah. Oh no, what if she ate one of the weights? That's what I was saying. I'm gonna spray my nose. What if she ate one of the weights? I don't know that you don't get control a 30-pound lump of iron. So what did the metal detector actually pick up? I bought iron candy, by the way. Like candy that contains iron, like healthy stuff. And why would someone hide those weights? Perhaps I missed something when I looked at the equipment by the well. Hey, did you recreate the scene again? You know there's iron and blood. Are you telling me to be a vampire? Oh, sorry, what? Okay. What? What were we supposed to do? Like vitamin gummies, yeah. I'm sorry, which one to deduce? Would this be related to the evidence? Huh? Look at the history. Wait. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Basket of apples, maybe? But there's nothing. Like, I think it's really deduce. But what? Oh shoot. Sorry, like, I'm getting the controls of this game and another game mixed up. Oh shit. I kinda don't get it. Is it too soon? It's not clicking in my brain yet. It's not clicking in my brain yet. It really isn't clicking. Oh! Oh no, never mind. Yeah. This one is very vague? Yeah, okay. I really don't understand. It's not like... I literally don't know what we're supposed to do. Like, this whole segment, I feel like it's been like that. Because, like, I was just like, tell me if you want the evidence. And it's just like, oh, logic. That's not what you... Gumshoe dialogue not checked? Which what? Oh, you're right. Oh, what's this? What if the killer was an invisible... Ah, really? Yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like they want to be immersive by saying that. Like, Gumshoe was saying, you can tell me where to go and I'll do it. But it's just like we're operating Gumshoe. Like, they want to be immersive, but I just feel like because the game so far has been like straightforward with controls, we're just like, what? People in glass houses. I know it's the well, but it's like we need to deduce something in the well. But what do we deduce and with what evidence do we present? is history. We deduced one of the items. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And then like some people were like, we need to do the well, so I checked that too, and that's wrong. So maybe hold on, let me look at the evidence one more time. A contraption that used the well. A very heavy weight. Three pulleys and 2 lengths of Saint flying during the show. So these are... If it's not this, it's 2 lengths of rope. But let me see here. There's only 1 length of rope. I'm praying this is it. Eureka! Yes. 2 lengths mean 2 ropes. Whatever that means. The trick requires 2 sets of like 2 different ropes. But then there's only 1 here. And so I suspect the second one is the one that we found in the workshop. Think about the 2 recreations, the one during the performance and the one we're looking at right now. There's a major difference between the 2. Namely that one of the ropes is missing. Oh yeah, Mr. Saint's trick wouldn't work with only the items we see before us. So what happened? Where did the missing rope go? I think one of the pieces of evidence we've collected might tell us exactly that. Really? What shows us where the missing rope went? This one. Take that! This rope was found beside Knight's body. You mean? Yes, it must have been the other rope used in Mr. Saint's trick. So you're saying, yes, that this rope did indeed have a weight attached to it. But it wasn't any of the iron weights we found. Those were hidden in the bushes and replaced with something else. So, assuming Simeon didn't do it, he set up the thingy first, and then somebody else replaced it with the body and hid the weights by the bushes. Assuming, you know, in good faith we believe our client, right? Think about what the rope we found in the workshop was related to. Do that and you'll soon figure out the answer. The weight dropped down the well in the place of iron weights was... this guy. Take that! It can only have been Knight's body that was dropped down the well. That's so sick. Mr. Knight's body was the weight? Somebody first swapped out the weights used for Mr. Saint's trick. Mr. Saint used the contraption to make his exit from the stage. When he let the rope around his body loose, both the rope and Knight's body fell to the bottom of the well. That rope was never used to restrain Knight. It was used to suspend his body halfway down the well. From this, we can easily see why most of the weights were hidden, so that no one would realize they'd been replaced with the body. Precisely. We can then further deduce that they were hidden by the killer. Yes. For now, you don't have evidence for it. Well, I guess, yeah, we don't, it's just like a good faith kind of thing, you know? We're not even a lawyer. But we are kind of. Wasn't poor old Bronco stabbed in the neck? Wouldn't there be blood everywhere, including down the well? Oh, the killer thought of that, which is why they used this. What did the killer use to stop Knight's blood from going everywhere? The tarp, I think? Take that! The tarp was found with the body? I think it's likely that Knight's corpse was wrapped in it. Another piece of puzzle falls into place. But all we're doing is proving that the body did go down the well. We're helping to prove that Simeon was the killer. No, not quite. But what about what Judge Gavel said yesterday? But if Mr. Saint truly is the killer, why would he need to go such lengths to commit his crime? That's true. Knight's body fell down the well when Miss Saint used his contraption during the show. Therefore, it reveals nothing about where the real killer actually was or what they were doing at the time. It's only designed to throw suspicion onto those who were not at the show. I guess we did suspect Mr. Canis right away, huh? That was the killer's goal, to make us think that the crime took place during the show. In other words, they used the well contraption to construct an alibi. Miss Berry, when exactly did Miss Saint pull the contraption together? It would have been the day before the show. The night before, actually. Yes, we started getting ready for the show at around 9 p.m. And I think we finished at around midnight? In which case, the killer must have switched the weights out for the body after that point. What the fudge? That's so nasty. Did Canis know about this contraption? Even if he did, he wouldn't have been able to do much with it. And I highly doubt that he taught his dog to suspend bodies halfway down wells. Which means Canis isn't the killer. Oh. Oh, cool. I don't know. The basket was moved the night before the circus performance, and we've deduced that the weights were switched out for the body at around the same time. So, it was the dead dude plus a bunch of apples. Hard to chalk that up to coincidence, huh? Then the next question we should be asking is, why was the cart moved? I think I can hazard a guess. The cart would have been blocking that door. Which can only mean that somebody needed to open it. Oh, sorry, I thought apples were found. I thought apples were used. It's locked. Let me ask the guard for help. Hey, Mr. Guard! How can I do for you? Where's the key for this door? Oh, the warden keeps hold of that. Oh, I'll go ask her for it. Warden Lagarde is the only one with the key? Meaning, if somebody did open the door, they would have had to get it from her somehow. Look at all these breakers. They must control the electricity for the whole prison. So you're thinking somebody got in here the night before the show, right? But why? What were they trying to do? Okay. I know they came in here by mistake thinking it was the break room. They must have come to tamper with the switches. Did they turn off the power to something? Come to think of it, wasn't there something that lost power? No, I don't remember. Oh, this one! The door! Door sensor!
Take that!
Oh shit, I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the camera, because the camera was off by so-and-so hours. I totally forgot about that. Oh yeah, there you go. 3-hour gap in the footage.
Take that!
There's a 3-hour gap in the security camera footage. Yeah, I totally forgot that existed. Oh yeah, there was. So somebody flipped the breaker it was connected to? It seems very likely. Do you think it was the killer? It's true that shutting off the cameras would have made things easier for them. It would! Which means the killer would have to be someone who had access to the breakers. It seems only one person has the key. It couldn't be. Could it? What's the motive? It's gotta be something huge, cause like I don't see the motive. Yeah, like it's gotta be like a part of something bigger then. Hi, Gavel. First on the scene, the early bird wins the worm. Hello, we're here. Good morning, Mr. Winner. What? You? How'd you get here before me? Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth. I see you've made an early start. And I see you've made a late one, Judge Gavel. This is not my only case. I'm a very busy woman. Okay, I see. Not all of us enjoy the freedom of a prosecutor relieved of his only current responsibility. Oh, I do apologize. I meant, of course, an associate attorney. Associate? More like asinine. Oh, hello. We'll see about that. Eustace, let us begin the investigation of the yard. Okay, I'll go get some officers to help.
Hold it!
It won't be necessary. Why not? We've already finished investigating the yard and won quite the prize in the process. Won? But I'm supposed to be the winner! Your Honor, I'd like to revisit your theory from yesterday, in order to thoroughly disprove it. I would caution you to choose your words carefully, Mr. Edgeworth, as I am sure you remember your badge is in my hands. Whatever, girl, I don't care. I'm late by over an hour and this godforsaken case is still not over. It do be like that. How could I forget? You've told me several dozen times already. Perhaps you'd care to try a different threat.
Overruled!
You've been warned repeatedly, yes, and each time my words seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Allow me to make this crystal clear. The committee cannot and will not tolerate insubordination.
Objection!
The fate of my badge and the whims of the committee are of no concern to me now. The only thing that concerns me is proving Simeon Saint's innocence. Interesting, and spoken like a true defense attorney. In that case, I shall be equally uncompromising. In the name of the goddess of justice, I will strike down your case without mercy. And when I'm done, your career as prosecutor will be over as well. I hope you do not come to regret this. My theory remains the same as when I related it to you yesterday. Mr. Carcerato did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. As such, the body could only have been dropped down the well during the show. We both know the only one who could have dropped the body down there during the show is Mr. Saint. That's still your assertion, and you can prove it, of course. Of course you can! Who do you think you're up against? What Eustace means to say is that we received the final autopsy report just ahead of our own arrival. She really is a very busy woman, busy looking after baby Winner. The victim appears to have died the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the night before the show. The cause of death is as stated. It seems the wound is 4 inches deep. 4 inches? Simeon Saint was off stage for a period of 15 minutes. There was plenty of time for him to throw the victim's body down the well. Judge Cavell hasn't investigated the yard yet, which means... I fear there may be something of a flaw with your theory, Your Honor. You seem very confident of that, but do you have any evidence to prove it? Yes, I think I just might. Oh yeah, there's a little parakeet in the corner. Look at this baby. Can we skip? No, we can't. I'm gonna try to press this.
Hold it!
Could you talk us through your reasoning on that a little more? On the day before the performance, Mr. Knight borrowed the keys from Mr. Carcerato, or more specifically, the key to a cell. Mr. Knight then used the key to leave his cell and enter Mr. Saint's cage. Mr. Saint took Mr. Knight to the yard in that cage, and that's where he killed him. The following day, Mr. Carcerato crawled his way through the tunnel, but there was no body there yet. Wait a second, that doesn't add up. Mr. Carcerato smelled that sweet smell, so Mr. Knight must have been in the tunnel already. No, his body did not pass through the tunnel until sometime after Mr. Carcerato had crawled through it. Mr. Carcerato used the tunnel right around the time the show was starting. The body was discovered just after the performance ended. From which you deduce that the body could only have been thrown down the well during the show. Yes, and who the culprit must be.
Hold it!
Isn't it possible that Mr. Carcerato simply failed to notice the body? Assistant to Associate Attorney, you have been through the secret passage, have you not? How'd you know? I noticed mud on you yesterday, on that charming key in your hair to be precise. That's incredible! You could be a great thief with eyes like that! Answer me truthfully in the name of the goddess. Would you or would you not have noticed the body had one bit present? Well, you know, I guess I would have. There you have it. Mr. Carcerato did not see a body, which means there was nobody there to see. But, the body was wrapped. Sorry, the controls are really confusing.
Hold it!
Are you sure about that? Could nobody else have done it? I understand Mr. Bisberry was on stage for the entire performance. Most of the prisoners were watching the show, and those who were not have plausible alibis. What about the guards? They too were watching the show, as was the warden. Can you be so sure? A guard could have easily approached the well unnoticed. None of the guards left their post during the show. I have checked this for myself, you know. I have tested from each and every one of them. It's not that I usually play with controller, it's that, I've been playing like Danganronpa, right? And their controls are completely different. For like how to check the log, how to go through dialogue, how to, you know, go to the menu. They're completely different. So I keep accidentally like pressing the wrong keys. She's thorough, I'll give her that. Are you finally ready to accept the truth? That the killer could only have been Simeon Saint. It can be suspended. Or I don't know if that's what they're trying to say.
Objection!
Salah kocak! Kocak! Anjing! Salah pencet kocak! Sumpah salah pencet! Tai Oh my god. Frustrating! I just wanted to see this photo, the details of this photo here. That's what I meant to do. I don't think it's this, but like... Yeah, I don't think it's this. Am I looking at the wrong thing to... fight? What am I... How am I supposed to get into this? How do I prove... Oh my god, this control... The only one who could have dropped the body down there during the show is Mr. Saint. Can we somehow deny this? Could there have been another person? But... Wait, I'm actually stumped. Brain's kind of not braining. I have no idea how to like move to the next phase. Like, I know what happened, but like, I don't know how to get her to like... It could be anyone, yeah, but like, what evidence do I present? But it's like, he says like the evidence is in the yard. So, it's evidence from the yard, so it can't be the other. Oh my god. It doesn't make sense. How could it be this? How could this be the answer? I'm just gonna brute force.
Objection!
What the f... The description doesn't even deny anything. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess, well, she did not know anything about it. She just... This is not about denying her thing. This is about like, actually, we know more about you, that the well is supposed to be used for something else. I recall that Mr. Singh was sent flying from the stage by the elephant. I guess I kinda get what they're trying to say, but still, I was a little bit stumped there. Because I don't know what to expect, what the game expects me to do. Also, her hair looks delicious. Before he was to be absent for some time. He was only able to fly through the air thanks to a weighted rope he tied around himself. Dropping the weighted end down the well allowed him to complete the trick.
Objection!
Wouldn't that set him flying as soon as he set foot on the stage?
Hold it!
It's simple, really. He kept the weight from falling by using a stake to keep the rope in place. With the second rope, he was able to pull the stake free there by controlling when the weight was dropped. We have found evidence to suggest that the original weight was replaced with Knight's body. This was done by the real killer in order to create an alibi. If the weight was replaced by the body, it's open possibility that someone else tampering the weight of setup. Yeah, kind of like my bad, because I forgot that she didn't know. I thought she was like implying that, well, you know, he set up the trick, so he must have been the one who used the thingy, you know, to, yeah. And then we somehow skipped the talk about the weights, but I guess, yeah, I kind of forgot she's not supposed to know. So the objective is just like telling her about the trick. The estimated time of death tells us that the murder took place early in the morning. Yeah, it literally just said that she hasn't investigated the yard, but I saw it somehow just like slipped my mind like that. The killer could have tampered with the contraption in time between the murder and the show.
Objection!
Yeah, because they set up the whole thing at the night before. You're saying Mr. Saint himself set this contraption up, right? Well then, who do you think is the number one most likely person to have used it to dispose of the body, Even you must see how this looks.
Objection!
If Mr. Saint was the killer, he could have simply done as Judge Gavel theorized without these extra steps. Miss Berry. Does anyone else know how Mr. Saint's trick works? Nope. We had to get the prison's approval on what... Oh, shoot! Nah, not looking good for the lady. We had to get the prison's approval on what we were going to perform, so I don't think Simon is the only one who knows. And there you have it. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good for, yeah, Lagarde, actually.
Overruled.
Interesting. Yeah, certainly been diligent in your investigation. Yeah, Lagarde's the only one with access to that breaker room, and now she's the only one that knows about the trick. So every prisoner knows? Wait, I don't think so. Yo, hello! Thank you for the raid. She knows everything that happens in her prison. Yeah. So it's like... Wait, let me check the log. The prison's approval. Yeah, so it's Lagarde. It's not the prisoner's approval, but like the general, like, head of the prison. We're just playing Ace Attorney Investigations too, and we're on the second case. We've been at this for like a while. Someone's like, I've been late for 1 hour, more than 1 hour, and we're still here. And I'm like, yes. Yes. Yeah, the warden needs to know what they're doing, basically. Welcome, enjoy your stay. Thank you for raiding. Interesting, you have certainly been diligent in your investigation. And yet I fail to comprehend your actions still. Why do you not work to do what is right? Is what I'm doing wrong? If so, who is it that deems it so? We've been playing this case since last year, that is absolutely correct. How can you not grasp even that? How can you not see that you are doing wrong at this very moment? You are a prosecutor and yet you aid the defense. This flies in the face of common sense. You are breaking every rule in the book. I think only of what is right and just and act as I see fit in each situation I am confronted with. This is the path I have chosen, and whether you can comprehend that choice is immaterial. But if you mean to stand in my way, I will fight back with all I can bring to bear. Herm. Perhaps the goddess of justice is testing me. Very well. Oh, music kind of banger though. If it is her will that we must fight, then I shall end this once and for all. Are you gonna bonk me to death or what? Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth, there is another reason why only Mr. Saint can be the killer. If the body was moved from the yard to the workshop, then Mr. Knight must have first been brought here to the yard from his cell. The only person who had the opportunity to do that is Simeon Saint, and thus he remains the only plausible suspect. Mr. Saint took a cage with him to Mr. Knight's cell. But why would he do that? Why take such an unwieldy object all the way to the holding cells? Yeah, it is pretty sus. We've all met Mr. Saint. That's exactly the kind of thing he would do. It's entirely plausible that he took the cage with him out of absent-mindedness and nothing else. It may be plausible, but it is no more or less plausible than him having helped Mr. Knight to escape. I need some real solid evidence if I'm gonna get her to budge. Okay.
Hold it!
The game's translation came so late that K can use the word sus. Exactly. You're certain nobody else had the opportunity? Yeah, if this was like translated like way back, I bet like the words they use would be like very different. Then I remind you that we are in a prison. The entire facility is monitored at all times. Oh yeah, it is? Is it? Anything out of the ordinary would have been spotted.
Hold it!
By who? But Mr. Singh was under that same scrutiny, was he not?
Overruled.
The warden had granted the members of the circus troupe special access. As a member of that troupe, under the supervision of Miss Berry, he is the only person who was free to wander where he willed.
Objection!
It seems you've forgotten something, Your Honor.
Overruled.
Forget is not a word in my vocabulary, Mr. Edgeworth. Then again, Among Us didn't invent sus, it just popularized it. I mean, it did, but like sus was definitely not used 13 years ago. Very well, then recall this fact if you will. You claim that Mr. Singh is the only person who was free to walk around the prison. Yeah, I mean, that's why we're saying it, like, because the translation came late. But there was a brief period of time on the day of the crime in this prison. A time when it would have been possible for anyone to move through the prison entirely unmonitored. But to have that shows there was a period on the day of the crime where oversight was limited. It's either the camera or... Oh, probably the camera. If we check the description. Oh, shoot. Yes, I think this. 3-hour gap in the footage. Mr. Shang's so far from the only one who had the opportunity. Which opportunity are we talking about again? We previously established that the time code in the security footage was off by 3 hours. And from this, we can deduce that there must have been a power outage lasting for that length of time, during which anyone could have moved around the prison undetected. Do you mean to say that our killer intentionally created this 3-hour gap? That it was no simple camera malfunction? Is that even possible? It was completely possible to create the 3-hour gap using this, and now we use the breakers.
Take that!
Our investigation of the yard turned up something rather interesting. A panel of breakers, one which can be used to cut the power to the security cameras. Just ordered the jacket? That's almost too cute for me as a holoID-san. Thank you for ordering the jacket! Now you can match with me. Yay! And you can also edit it to a crop top if you so desire. Sales end in 3 days, so be sure to get it if you haven't. Yay. No merak jets were harmed during the making of this hoodie. The door to power may have been opened around the time of the murder. What? Such a shame to see one so capable fall so short of the mark. Apa sih anjir? Kayak diem deh. Mr. Edgeworth knows what he's doing. Then how does he explain the lock on the power room door? Well, about that... Oh yeah, it was kind of locked up tight. And the ward is the only one with the key. Those breakers are vital to the prison's infrastructure. So I very much doubt that anyone could have gained access to the power room's key so easily. Exactly.
Objection!
No, but one person could have. I beg your pardon? That person, the killer, had easy access to it, in fact. And what's more, their position here is such that nobody would dare question them.
Objection!
What? There's no one like that. The breaker to the electric fence isn't there. They would be questioned in an instant. By who? There's only one person who meets these criteria. I can hardly believe it myself, but I have to follow where the logic leads. The person who had access to the power room key was, Fifi Lagarde. And how old is Regina? 17.
Take that!
The real culprit is... Warden Lagarde. Oh, just look at you. Aren't you the cutest little poochie woo? He's not just a pretty face. Miss also has quite the nose for sweet things. Ooh. It seems he's smelling something very sweet indeed, and it's coming from you. Apples? Oh, darling, you're making me blush. I'm not even wearing perfume. Then perhaps it is the sweet stench of death. You're a regular poet, aren't you? I had no idea. So cute! But if I didn't know better, I'd almost think you were calling moi the killer. That is precisely what I'm calling you. What? Warden Lagarde is the killer? Mr. Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Oh ho ho, such a naughty boy. How could he suspect me? I'm the one in charge around here. Check! On my screen? It's like we're in a murder mystery, aren't we? And equally far-fetched. This is preposterous.
Hold it!
Sadly, it is not, although I can hardly believe it myself. But this is where the evidence points, and we must trust in the evidence. This piece of evidence proves that Warden Lagarde is the killer. What? What? This one? The breaker room?
Take that!
Fuck! I don't know! Hey, this... apple? Apple! This is no joke, Warden. You are the killer. Oh, really? Evidence? Okay, whatever, bruh. Shoot. The sweet scent can be detected. Smells? Cause the body smells like you!
Take that!
Your scent betrays you, Warden. And here's your accuser. The police dog? Who had in fact a sweet scent was lingering around Knight's body back when it was first found. It's not the sweet scent of Asia's apples. It was the sweet scent of Lagarde. The smell of a murderer. Darling, you're priceless, really you are. Your evidence is a whiff of suspicion. Never to dear, to put him in his place. Oh no. It seems Judge Gabel may have reached a similar conclusion to myself. You believe this to be no mere coincidence, Mr. Edgeworth? I do. After all, she had the key, and the scent found lingering on the body is hers as well. Were it just one or the other, we might be able to brush it off as coincidence. However... Indeed, then it seems the conclusion approaches. Oh, she's like, oh, yeah, you were right after all, so I'm changing sides. Perhaps we should hear what the warden has to say for herself. We should, and when we have, this case will finally be at an end. You're all being simply awful. Stop looking at me like that. Me, the killer? Mwah! How could I possibly do such a thing? She's aborting the sinking ship. Verity told me everything she knows about the case, sweetie. The victim died in a cell, so by your logic, I would have had to have killed him there. But how am I supposed to have moved the body, especially as I never went to the prison? I was too busy with work, you see. I was cooped up in my office until right before the show began. Check if you like. You won't find a record anywhere of me having entered or left the prison proper. Yeah, because no camera. I haven't the first idea what harebrained theories you little scamps have cooked up, but I'm innocent. There's simply no way I could be the killer. Give me a break. Miss Al doesn't lie. Don't make it hard on everyone and just come clean. Oh dear, I'm afraid you are the one making things difficult. As I just said, I never went into the prison. If you think I'm lying, go and check the records. She clearly wants us to check those records, which means they won't help us. We'll just have to find another way of getting the truth out of her. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, stop being a big silly. You've made a boo-boo and you know it. I didn't do it, it says.
Hold it!
The murder took place in his cell? You seem very happy to accept that. And why shouldn't I be? It seems the most likely place for it to have happened without drawing attention. And besides, they found Knight's blood in his cell. Yes, but that was from being struck by Mr. Carcerato. Though I needn't tell her that, I suppose. I take it there's also been no testimony to the contrary. What does it matter? Knight being killed in his cell doesn't go against any of the facts anyways. What is this key? What is this key? I have to click. Like, cause like Q and E is like switching profiles and evidence. What is this key? Like, I need to click this, but like, I need to know what this is in the keyboard. Not present. Like, do you see my cursor? Yeah, these. Oh, it is arrows. That does not make sense. I guess the game wants me to play with purely keyboard, but I have to switch to mouse too. If I want to do this comfortably, well, I gotta do pure keyboard. Sorry, what? Does it say anywhere that he might not have been killed in the... Do you have any evidence that you didn't enter the prison? Please, darling, let me finish.
Hold it!
So you were in your office the whole time and you didn't notice anything unusual? Oh, shoot! And you didn't notice anything missing? I must confess, I'm a rather messy... Oh, and I forget for one of that. I put something down and it lost forever. Oh, damn. I lost some important evidence recently. Was gone poof just like that. And she still has a job? Honestly, if somebody came to my office and took something, it might be years before I noticed. She said she was working and she didn't notice anything different, even though there was a power outage. The day of the murder, I was working in my office. Oh, I'm looking for something I misplaced. I simply wouldn't have had the time. So, right until the show began. Is this the morning or the night also?
Hold it!
Sure, maybe you didn't go through the main entrance or the prison, but what if you took another route? Oh, come now, sweetie. Surely you don't mean that awful filthy tunnel they discovered. Why, until yesterday, I had no idea it even existed. You had another way in, I'm certain of it. Oh, the yard! The yard! The yard! This!
Take that!
Through the fence. You took knife from his cell and brought him to your office. It just happened to be connected to the yard. If you had a way through the fence, then you would have been able to circumvent the entrance and the tunnel. A gold star for creativity, darling. And how would I have gotten through the fence? The extremely high fence, topped with razor wire with thousands of volts of electricity going through it. Yeah, how's she supposed to have gotten through that? The fence's electricity supply can be cut off from the power room. And only you had the key, Warden. No one but you could have done it.
Overruled!
Utterly ridiculous. The power room is on the prison side of the yard. Warden Lagarde was on the detention center side. How would she even have reached the power room? Exactly, Verity, darling. Well, clever puss, you've dug yourself a real hole now. If there's no record of Warden Lagarde having entered the prison proper, then the idea that she could have shut off the fence by using the breaker is out of the question. But there must be some way she could have done it. Take a deep breath, big guy, lose your cool, and you've lost everything. But if I don't find a solution, you might still wriggle out of this. I said take a deep breath, not freak out and completely lose your cool. There's something to be gained by banging your head against the same wall, yeah? No matter how you look at it, Warden Lagarde couldn't have done it alone. A complice? Mr. Edgeworth, if you cannot find a... You aren't doing yourself any favors by obstructing justice with your silence. That was a reflexive objection. But now that I've yelled it, If I don't come up with an answer, it's all over. I have one more thing to add. If you'll permit me? Something explains how the warden could have shut off the breaker from the wrong side of the fence. Yes, because it's not as impossible as it seems. What enabled her to shut off the breaker? She couldn't have done it alone, but what if she wasn't alone? Ooh, now we're talking. Way to flex the old gray matter, kiddo. I believe that Warden Lagarde had an accomplice.
Overruled.
Enough. You disappoint me, Mr. Edgeworth. My stomach hurts, actually. What do you mean? Mr. Edgeworth has said nothing wrong. The inmates of this prison are all issued with security bracelets. The ones that raise the alarm if people go where they're not supposed to. Ah! I see that you have realized your error, and here we are. And we are, of course, within the prison grounds. Where not only are the bracelets worn, but even the guards surveil each other for signs of wrongdoing. Are you suffering just like Allie? I am. Despite all that, no one noticed Mr. Carcerato's escape? The only ones who are free to roam are the animals. They most certainly could not have operated the breaker. Are you sure? No, so our accomplice must be human.
Overruled.
Then who did it, given that it cannot have been a prisoner or a guard?
Objection!
Is it the one with the broken bracelet? I wouldn't be so quick to rule out either, Your Honor. The fact is, there is one person, someone whose movement were restricted. And I have just the evidence to show who that free roaming person was. Yes.
Take that!
This is one of the prisoner's bracelets. Indeed, a broken bracelet belonging to a certain self-proclaimed model prisoner. What do you mean? And who is this prisoner? Frank saw it! Warden Lagarde's favorite inmate. It's strange, isn't it, Warden? That he was able to keep his broken bracelet hidden and wander freely around the prison all the while. That is pretty funky. I don't mean it in a good way. Wait, guys, my stomach hurt. I'm gonna get medicine, I think. Ouch! Be right back. But at least we're making progress. And we have good music. Fender can stay shocked for now. guys, my drink medicine. The reason she left is that it's wounded. Hopefully it fixes my stomach. I just took my usual gastric medicine. Are you fine now? No, I just got my medicine. I took some and hopefully better soon. Just a quick 10 pull is breathing. Wait, what? The 10 pull? There's 10 pull now? No, right? That is pretty funky, and I don't mean it in a good way. Guys, don't like scare me like that. Aw, poor cute fox. It couldn't be the case that he was permitted some sort of special leeway, could it? Although you are in the habit of giving such leeway to others, Bodhidharma Canis, for example.
Overruled.
Mr. Edgeworth, that is pure speculation.
Objection!
In that case, why don't we ask Mr. Saat himself? I'm confident he will confirm for us what he and Warden Lagarde were accomplices in this crime. If the two of them had worked together, a certain route into the prison becomes viable. The real route by which Knight was moved from his cell to the prison proper. Oh. Recall that there were two big obstacles in her path. First, the security camera outside Knight's cell. Second, the electrified fence in the yard. But she was able to remove both obstacles in one fell swoop. Having Mr. Saat shut off the corresponding breakers. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, you've had your fun. And? You still deny Warden Lagarde? No, darling, you've got me. I admit it. Warden? Tell me this isn't true. She looks heartbroken. Sorry, Verity, honey. I'm afraid it is. Frank held me to it. No way! You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. You got her. Nice shooting, cowboy. She won't be wriggling out of this now. As Mr. Edgeworth said, I had Frankie switch off the breaker, but... we didn't kill Knight, did we? No, sweet Tums, no we didn't. What? Warden, explain yourself. Oh, Verity dear. I doubt your precious goddess will want to hear my excuses now. She is all merciful. You have but to confess and you shall be saved. Oh gosh, alright. I was being threatened. I had no choice but to do as he said. Oh, really? Who's he? Bodhidharma Canis. That awful assassin. Canis? How long has it been since that awful man came here to my beautiful prison? I'll never forget the day he arrived. No, poor fox! The moment we are alone, he said this to me. You should know that I have other dogs. Dogs not confined to this fine institution. Others? Yes, very loyal dogs. Dogs who will do anything I ask of them. Of course, he wasn't talking about real dogs. He was talking about his very human cronies. Cronies? And then he said one last thing. I would recommend that you take care in how you treat me during my stay here. I wouldn't want to have to set my dogs on you. Or your precious family. Yeah, that's terrifying. I had no choice. I gave him that cell. I gave him everything he asked for. Everything? Wait, is that how he became the fixer? Yes, darling. I obeyed his every command and smuggled in for him all that he wanted. Eventually, I brought dear, sweet Frankie into our little conspiracy. He agreed right away, of course, because I made things easier for him, too. So you were smuggling in contraband? How exactly? Once a week, late at night, Frankie would shut off the breakers. That allowed me to go from my office into the yard without being seen by the cameras. And I simply dropped the packages down the well on the prison side and went back through the fence. Each one of them spritz. with a little of my perfume. Oh. So that's what the sweet smell was. It was a signal for Canis' dog. When he picked up the scent, he would fetch the packages and bring them back to his master. We had to make sure Rocco wasn't in his cell at the time, of course. Okay. Can't have been easy keeping him from finding out. Oh, we're all very much creatures of habit here at the prison, darling. Everything runs to a schedule, meals, exercise hours, that sort of thing. We knew when he wasn't there. And that adorable little bear of his freezes with fright at the sight of Canis' dog, poor thing. So there was no risk of him raising the alarm either. She has oversight over everything here at the prison, which made her the perfect mule. With her on his side, Canis couldn't fail. Frankie would sneak out again early in the morning to switch the breakers back on and our work was done. Apart from fixing the time codes in the cameras, which I would do later when I got the chance. You have shared a great deal, Warden. The goddess of justice will surely take your honesty into account. I've been the most dreadful fool, I know I have. I'm supposed to be the one in charge. The day of Knight's murder was also one of our delivery days. And so Frankie, bless his heart, did his usual work with the breakers. But there was no package for me to deliver that day, so I didn't go out into the yard. So that's the secret behind the fixer system. And why she was. The police have been trying to track down his accomplices for the longest time. Even I've had to lend him a hand myself, you know? Heaven knows how many times I've called the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. But no matter what I say or how much evidence I present him with, he simply won't say a word. That's why you were interrogating Mr. Canis over and over. Exactly, I was trying to track down those horrible hench people of his. Oh. I borrowed everything the police had on that rotten scoundrel. I watched his every move, intercepted every letter he wrote. His letters. I suppose you must know about his correspondence chess games, too. But no matter what I did, I couldn't turn up any clues as to who his underlings were. Living in fear like this, it's... oh, you just can't comprehend it. As you have just heard for yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The words of Warden Lagarde's confessions have cleansed her of all suspicion. Surely there is no need to hound her any longer. Hound her, huh? Has she really been cleared of all suspicion, though? There's definitely more. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but this conversation isn't over yet. And I think the Goddess of Justice would agree. So you mean to make her suffer even more than she already has? Unfortunately, her suffering under Mr. Canis does nothing to prove her innocence in Knight's murder. She admitted herself that she knew of and even facilitated the so-called fixer's delivery route. I believe she used that same route to move Knight's body. And where's your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth? Isn't the fact that the sweet smell on Knight's body is the exact same scent Warden Lagarde uses to signal a delivery? What do you make of that? Well, that's because they've done it so many times by now that the whole well probably smells of it. Some of it must have just rubbed off on his body. That does match the statement that Mr. Carcerado provided. A smell? You always smelled kinda nice down there. Nice? Gee, I don't know. Smells sorta like dessert, I guess. His words would seem to suggest that the smell had permeated the well. You've been rendered speechless, I see. Then I hereby move to adjourn this session of the court. No! Oh, exactly, no! What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth? What can I do? Is this as far as we go? Finally, so we're actually done? Yes, Eustace, it seems we are. I like this pose of hers, this stance. By the power vested in me, the court is adjourned. Really? Is... Who was that? Come on, Judge G. Yeah, cause like if he was wrapped, right? If the well smells of the thing, it would have been on the tarp. Come on, Judge G, things were just getting good. Fender, are you objecting to my adjourning this session? No. Would have shouted objection if I wanted to do that. If you do you, G. Adjourn, don't adjourn, whatever floats your boat. What are you doing, Mr. Fender? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Let's all just take a chill pill, shall we? By which I mean a square chocolatey goodness. Anyone? Are you trying to get yourself charged with contempt of court? No, my bad. I just had a quick request to make is all. A Steven Saint's lawyer, that is. Ah, yes, I have forgotten that you are his real attorney, Mr. Fender. How could you? You're killing me here. Can you blame us? You've been making Mr. Edgeworth do everything this whole time. Right, you are. Which is why I figured it's time to put in some work. Work, you say? Somehow, I don't believe you've worked a day in your life! And let's say this is me doing some prep work for the upcoming trial. Mind if I question the witness? Amusing, but what is there left to ask? Got a feeling in my funny bone that Phoebes here has something more to tell us about the killer. Okay. Do I? Yes, indeed. See, as a major player on Team Simeon, I can spot a sympathizer when I see one. And you don't think he did it, do you? So tell us, who did? Come on, spill the beans, we're all ears. Mr. Edgeworth, what's he doing? He's trying to coax Warden Lagarde into giving something away. Ask yourself, why would she go all the trouble of sending Knight's body on such an odd journey? It's because she wanted to frame Mr. Canis. She did? No way! If he was convicted of committing murder here, that could have been grounds for a transfer to another prison. Most likely a more secure facility, and where he'd be out of her hair forever, huh? Precisely, she saw her opportunity and seized it. Okay. No, Saint can't not be the killer. That's not fair, I was ready to prosecute him. I know, right? But maybe we should find out what she thinks first. Don't want to get the wrong guy, yeah? Nice, now Mr. Winner has to go along with it too. Well, Warden, are you happy to testify further? Of course, how could I refuse the silver-tongued devil? Eddykins, you have such a way with words. Just doing my job, thief. Besides, one can't tell the truth without telling the whole truth, can one? I'm simply dying to tell all, Verity darling. Do say you'll let me. As you wish, court is adjourned. I can't believe you pulled that off, Mr. Fender. Phew, me either. Thank you for the timely intervention. Hey, it's the least I could do. Case not wrong. I've been leaning on your hard. And besides, the defense never rests. Am I right? Simeon's depending on us. Sadly, I think I just about exhausted my resource of cool lawyer chat there, and we can't foul this up now. Which means you're up to the bat, Miles McSmiles. Show him that never rests spirit. Wait, I'll be right back. Again. Let's go! Fabulous! Now let's get started. Mushroom. I really don't think anyone could have done it but that dreadful man Canis. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. But whatever the sordid details, it was him. He stabbed the poor man to death. And he had this dog dispose of the body. It simply has to be what happened. The victim, Mr. Knight, yes? It's so cold. I did him the most terrible disservice. You killed him. I suppose you could put it that way, huh? If I were in such a sorry excuse to award him, this would never have happened. And that's why I have to clean up this terrible mess. Warden Lagarde, as ever, your honesty is truly to your credit. I'm certain Mr. Knight is looking down and weeping tears of gratitude, really. You've clearly never met Mr. Knight. Good thing I have a hoodie. Sales close in 3 days, by the way. Yes.
Hold it!
Knight was being kept in a holding cell while Mr. Canis was in the prison proper. What could possibly have happened between them when they were at the opposite ends of the facility? Prisons aren't as big as they seem, you know? All kinds of awful things can happen. But Knight only arrived 2 days before he was murdered. I can't imagine anything significant happening in that short space of time. But you don't know Canis, my dear. He'd find a way, I'm sure of it. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type.
Hold it!
How could he take a disliking to somebody all the way over in the holding cells? I'm just playing possibilities out of the air, darling. As I said, there's no telling what really went on between them. So awfully serious, aren't you? Not that I mind, of course. Why is she looking at me like that? So noble, so dashing in that marvelous suit, so clever. I can feel myself becoming your biggest fan, darling. I really can. Stay with me, Mr. Edgeworth. I wasn't prepared for that mental onslaught. Anjing salah. You can't deny it? It's like, oh, there's no way he didn't like him. They play chess.
Hold it!
We all know what Canis once did for a living. I doubt the killing part gave him much trouble. Especially as the victim was already injured. His neck, I think. Couldn't turn his head to the right, poor dear. Oh! That's what they told me when they brought him in anyways. They must make some sort of report for the warden when new prisoners are admitted. They seemed keen for us to think they didn't know much about Knight. That's because I didn't, sweetie. And the victim was simply a fun target to that monster, nothing more. I expect Canis used the chisel that was hidden in that chest set, don't you? Awful grisly business. Just imagine, the man probably didn't have time to cry out. I see, thank you for your thoughts, they were very helpful. Actually, I'd like to hear about them in a little more detail, if you don't mind. You're making me blush, I could chat with you all day. Don't look so nervous, darling, I'm only teasing. Of course, you can talk about them some more. Hidden in that chess set? Warden Lagarde, you strike me as being more careful than the image you project suggests. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, please call me Fifi, or Sweetie Pie if you prefer. However, I think you may have been a little less careful than you realize in this instance. Teehee, aren't you just the most adorable little creature? Don't be embarrassed, we're all family here. Oh. Ugh. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, don't let her get inside your head. You said earlier that you didn't know much about knights. In which case, I find it rather strange that you know about the chisel. Well, of course I do, darling. Do you think we don't check prisoners when they come in? No way.
Objection!
You're not talking your way out of this, Warden. That is entirely irrelevant, and you know it. Knight didn't bring the chess set into the prison himself. It was brought by Mr. Sane when he came to visit. Knight would have had it with him when he arrived. What? I mean, of course that when Mr. Sane came in, we...
Objection!
You checked him? I find that hard to believe, because if you did, that makes your story all the stranger. If you found the chisel, why did you not confiscate it there and then? Judge Cavell, did you tell anyone about the hidden compartment in the chess set? I did not. If no one leaked their findings, then how exactly did you learn about the chisel, Warden Lagarde? Because it certainly couldn't have been when you checked Knight or Mr. Sane on their arrival. Indeed, such a thing would imply an intentional oversight if it had been found, yet let through. Precisely so, Warden Lagarde, and answer truthfully this time. Where and when did you learn about the chess set? Oh, nice music. If you won't answer, then allow me. Oh. Alright, darling, there's no need to rub it in. You got me, alright? Hmm? High question, Knight. That was when I learned about the chess set. But please, you have to believe me. I did not kill him. One moment, Warden. This is a significant development. The court requests that you make a detailed statement on the record. Any objections, Mr. Edgeworth? None, Your Honor. Thank you. Thank you, darlings. I'll clear up this awful misunderstanding, I promise. Very well. Go ahead, Warden Lagarde. And please, tell the truth this time. Her lies are starting to wear thin. This is my chance to expose her. I said I'd question Knight, but it wasn't anything serious, you understand? I make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. Knight was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. Is that so? And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away. Huh? The more she lies, the more thoroughly she seals her fate. So it was simply a conversation with a new detainee. That seems entirely above board. Exactly, Verity, darling. I knew you'd understand.
Objection!
Well, I don't. What proof do you have to back up your statement? I suppose we shall see, won't we? Mr. Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination.
Hold it!
How was it when you spoke with him? Oh, he was so open and honest, darling. What? That guy honest? Was talking about one croissant and promoting a prawn? Chess? It seems he spared no one from his obsession with chess. Just like the title of the stream, he's chess-maxing. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away.
Hold it!
If he really had gone back to his cell, he would still be alive today. You don't think I murdered the poor man right there in my office, don't you? But what would my motive have been, darling? I told you, I barely knew him. So cute. I'm no angel. I have my grudges against kindness, but Knight had nothing to do with that animal. She really does hate Canis. For the Lagarde, I must insist that you append that statement to your testimony. Oh, let's look, actually. Is there something connecting him to... Ah! Ah, これ!
Objection!
Judge Gavel, I'd like you to take a look at this. Notes about the game of chess. Notice the significance of this, Mr. Edgeworth. It was found in Knight's cell, which is exactly where you said you saw it too, Warden Lagarde. But you didn't just see this game in Knight's cell, did you? You've seen it in Mr. King's cell too. What do you mean?
Objection!
Oh, come now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at the chessboard in maximum security. I imagine he watches every move like a hawk. Or rather, I imagine you feel that doing so is your only option. If she wants to find out who his cronies are, right? Personally, interrogating your own prisoners is highly irregular, to say the least. But as you said, Mr. Canis had threatened you. He put your precious home at risk. That's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You wanted to find out who his dogs were. So what if I did? You also told us you read his letters, which means you must have known about one key fact. You knew he was playing correspondence chess. And then who should appear but Knight, carrying with him a diagram of a very particular game? We ourselves used that diagram to infer a connection between the two men. And it seems you came to the same conclusion. But in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. Oh. You surmised that Knight was Mr. Canis' henchman, sent to kill— This is so insane. What the hell? What a waste! Which is the real reason she had that chat with the Bronxster. If his boss wouldn't crack, maybe he would. And when you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. For there inside his chess set, you found a hidden chisel. The murder weapon itself. Wait! You convinced yourself that Knight was working for Canis and that's why you kill him. That's insane. I see I have no more excuses. Judge Gavel, your verdict, please. What? Much as it grieves me, there would appear to be little room for doubt. What? I hereby give my verdict. Bronco Knight was murdered by... That's crazy. Oh my god. In the name of the goddess of justice, who is it this time? Whoa. Warden? It's a joke! It's all a big, stupid joke. You people just don't get it, do you? I think we've proven that it's you who didn't understand things correctly. Me? Please, darling, I understand it all perfectly well, thank you very much. And I understand that there's a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth. Just grasping at straws now. I have no time for this, Your Honor, the verdict.
Overruled!
I'm curious to hear what the Really? You're a dull verity. I just have one last thing to say that Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the winner. You right? Does anybody remember a certain autopsy report? Of course, we received the finalized version only this morning. That's right, and I was listening to what you told us about it, Verity, even if nobody else was. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches? Wait. Riddle me this, Mr. Edgeworth. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound? Forgive me, oh goddess. I came perilously close to making a terrible fudge. No. What the... Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Edgeworth. What now, What do we do? It'll be fine. Mr. Edgeworth always comes through, right, sir? Looks to me like the Mousatron's out of commission. Scared to turn you to, aren't you? Why don't you do something? Turn things on their head with a desperate bluff. Blurt out the first mind-blowing thing that comes to you. The Phoenix right way. Look, detective, I'm as much of a man of action as the 4 inches deep? That's crazy. But without evidence, we're up a creek without the paddle here. This might be the end of the road. Did anybody say the exact shape of the wound? Like, we just automatically, like, assume chisel, but, like, is it really shaped like a chisel? I'm just, like, thinking, because I said, like, you know, for some reason, like, you know, like, this sharp thing? Like, ha ha ha, what if it's the murder weapon? But, like, what if it is? It would be so gruesome if that were the case. But actually, I don't know. Then what else could it be? If a chisel wasn't the murder weapon. He was stabbed several times, so we can't tell the shape. Yeah, well then it's fair game for this thing to be the murder weapon. I wasn't bullshitting. I had, you know, some solid grounds for that. Anyways. But the thing is, it's not in the evidence. So we don't know. I'm certain that Warden Lagarde is the killer. It's the only explanation that fits the facts of the case. But if the chisel wasn't the murder weapon, what other bladed weapon is there here in the facility? Bruh, come on. It seems we still do not have all the answers. Not the evidence to provide those answers. But then how to wipe the word of murder weapon after all that? Unless we must wait until the trial to see this matter resolved, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Oh, come on, G. You're just giving the killer a chance to destroy the evidence.
Overruled!
Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Fender? That's my worry, you know? If that's really the weapon, like, then... Oh, maybe there's another... Or Ali really ate the murder weapon? Ah, whatever. I tried mouse. Any bright ideas? What is the real murder weapon since it's clearly not the chisel? Confound it. This question throws everything we deduced out the window. Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to remind you. If claims not supported by sufficient evidence are subject to the harshest penalties. It's hopeless. I can't think of anything. I need more time. We need time for Ali to poop. Not as I am to admit it, You can't give up now. Remember what Mr. Fender said. Seaman's counting on us. Without us, he's... Remember how upset he was? He was devastated. Nobody's in more pain than him over Mr. Knight's death. There's no way he did it, but if we can save him, who will? We can feed Ali obat pencahar. And what's more, he believes in us. We need to feed the Ali laxatives. He's sitting in that cell waiting for us to bring him some good news. And I for one won't walk away till we have some. Okay. Gee, Miles, your little buddy there's quite the motivational speaker. And she's right too. When you find yourself on the ropes, think of your client. That might hurt Ali more than how is Ali supposed to, like, get rid of the weapon? Get rid of whatever's in her stomach? Surgery? When you find yourself on the ropes, think of your client. Picture them pleading with you to help them. Doesn't that make you want to fight back as hard as you can until the very end? Think of your old man. Good old Gregory. No matter how bad things look, he'd always find a way to turn it around and save his client. And you're just like him, right? If there's any way to force a turnabout here, you're the one who'll find it. Seaman's counting on you. Judge Cavell. You seem to have recovered your composure, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you mean to attempt a defense, I would advise you to consider the ramifications. You have repeatedly proposed misguided theories and have made numerous false accusations. If you do so again, I will have no choice but to judge you unfit to serve as a prosecutor. Okay, you know what? You are... And relieve you of your badge for good. She's right. I have put forward a number of theories that prove to be flawed in one way or another. Have I made some sort of fundamental oversights? Wait, she said my theories were misguided? Nothing to say. Misguided? That means she knows the truth? Then the court will tolerate no more of your time wasting. I hereby... Sir! Mr. Edgeworth? Give my verdict. That's it! I've been thinking about it the wrong way all this time. My theories weren't misguided. I was being misled. The defendant's innocent. I think it's a little soon for that, Your Honor. I'd say it's well past due, darling. Wouldn't you agree, Verity? Mr. Edgeworth. You may proceed. What? I'd like to remind you of a few things. The sighting of his dog, Helmut. The fact that he wasn't at the show. Yeah, like, the thing is, I think, like, cause, like, Verity doesn't dare really, like, to act rebellious towards, you know, the lady, the killer lady. So he's kind of, like, nudging Miles, like, yo, okay, like, do it. These and the other factors made Mr. Canis the obvious suspect at first.
Overruled!
This again, Mr. Edgeworth. You seem almost proud of your blunder.
Hold it!
But what if the real killer wanted us to suspect Mr. Canis? What if it was all carefully arranged? Oh, I thought it was gonna be something more mind-blowing. What if the same was true of our chisel, our purported murder weapon? Knight had been stabbed multiple times in the same place with a bladed instrument. What if he was stabbed with a chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed? Just to leave traces of blood in it for us to find. That was how the killer misled us into thinking the chisel is the murder weapon. The murder weapon is in Ali's stomach. But why misled us in this way? Why indeed? Chisel in the dog, murder weapon in the alligator. Or whatever was really used. In order to get Canis transferred. Warden, you took advantage of what the chisel seemed to suggest. What it suggested? What are you talking about, darling?
Hold it!
Mr. Winner, if I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what would you think? Huh? That Mr. Canis is the killer? And there you have it. That was the trap the warden set for us. Oh, Mr. Canis had a bunch of chisels, so she wanted us to think it was one of his, right? Indeed, that was her plan right from the start. The framed Bodhidharma Canis. Your reasoning would appear to be sound. Warden Lagarde certainly seems to harbor a deep and abiding hatred for Mr. Canis. However, I think you know what I'm going to say next. That alone is not sufficient proof that Warden Lagarde is the killer. That alone, yeah. I knew that wouldn't be enough. There's only one thing that will prove it. The real murder weapon that we now know must exist. If you cannot prove your theory, then this conversation ends here.
Objection!
If we could just find the real murder weapon.
Objection!
How many times do we have to go over this? We searched this prison from top to bottom. Well, did you search inside the alligator? Yes, this is quite correct. No other possible murder weapon has been found. So I'm afraid you're a bit of an impasse.
Objection!
I can still prove my case yet, Your Honor, because... Yeah, well, did you search the bottom of alley, actually? I can still prove my case yet, Your Honor, because it's still here inside this prison. This would have made sure of that. The security gate. I am glad you at least remember what it is. And you remember what it does? Of course I do, I'm not an idiot! The security gate detects metal. Which means you can't bring anything metal into the prison or take it out. Oh... What a kid. So cute. Precisely. If there is another murder weapon, it cannot have been taken off the premises. But nor can it have been brought into the prison in the first place. And so we find ourselves right back where we began. Judge Gavel? What I am trying to tell you, Mr. Edgeworth, is that if you wish me to believe that there is another murder weapon here... She's like, please, 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 I'm hinting, but please take the hint, please take the hint. You will also have to explain to me how it got here. Alright. We know that the chisel was smuggled into the prison inside a pocket chess set. But our contention is that the chisel is not the real murder weapon. So if the weapon came from outside the facility, and there must have been a way to bring it in. Yes, the question of the hour is this. Can you show me this alternative route? How did the weapon Warden Lagarde used get into the prison? You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct? Why, yes, sweetie. Everything related to Canis is within the— Oh, Shay! That's how! Heaven knows how many times I've hauled the secretive scoundrel into my office to talk to me. Of course, that's how. The fact that this is here with us shows how a bladed object could have been brought into the facility as well. What? What? Shoot. Huh? Sorry, what? What? This? Mr. Canis' bells? Yeah, because like it's a metallic object.
Take that!
Allow me to remind you of our conversation with Mr. Canis yesterday. Yes, it was but one of my bells, one of only two in existence. Just two? Two and only two, one for my knife and one for my beloved helmet. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide after all. I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knife has long since been taken from me. Taken from me? Was that the murder weapon? As part of the evidence Warden Lagarde borrowed from the police. What? Mr. Canis' knife was part of the evidence in the case against him. And that evidence was here in the prison. Not only that, but the knife had a certain bell attached to it. The bell that was attached to the chisel. Correct. The killer took the bell from the knife and attached it to the chisel. But that can't be right. The chisel only had Mr. Knight's fingerprints on it. Easy enough to explain if the killer wore gloves. She made it look as if the chisel was the murder weapon and then attached the bell to it. In so doing, she made sure that all the evidence pointed to Mr. Canis. And who had access to the evidence from which the bell was taken? Why? Only the person to whom it had been entrusted. Who was it, sir? Who's been messing with the evidence? I believe that would be you. Isn't that correct, Warden Lagarde? Bells aren't exactly rare, you know. Anybody could have set that up.
Objection!
Unluckily for you, that isn't quite true. These particular bells are unique because there are only two of them in existence. What? By attaching that bell to the chisel, you as good as declared yourself the killer. But you don't have any proof that the knife was ever even here to begin with.
Hold it!
The fox is just like circling around. I don't. Not yet anyways. Mr. Winner, I'd like to order another search of the prison right away. Huh? But if you do find something, that's gonna make things awkward for me. This isn't about what's convenient for you. You have to find the truth. You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Well, yeah, but, you know, this worthless excuse of a prosecutor. If I had investigative authority, I wouldn't be sitting on it. Anyhow, it's not my decision to make. The warden would have to authorize it. You know full well that she will do no such thing. You have the power to insist on a search. Use it! Sorry, darling, but not without that evidence. The goddess of justice cannot bestow her blessings on those who lack the proof to support their claims. Our work here is done. The rest of this matter will have to be settled in the courtroom. No! If we give Lagarde the opportunity, she'll destroy whatever evidence is left. I have to object. I have to stop them. But what do I say? I don't have anything concrete to offer. What am I thinking? I'm never this reckless. No, I can't back down now. I've got to put everything on the line. I'm not a prosecutor right now. I'm an associate attorney with a client to defend. Yes, so you know what? Just bluff. Bluff, bluff, bluff. Only I can save Mr. Saint, and that means... Even if my chances are 1,000,000 to 1, it's still worth a shot. It's now or never. Should I object? Object la. I suppose this must be how a certain serial bluffer always feels. Regardless, I cannot walk away.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor. This had better be good, Mr. Edgeworth. I've got it. Got what exactly? The real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Keynes' knife is. In the stomach of Allie. I do not at all. If I did not know better, I would say that you were bluffing. Ha! You won't be, Your Honor. I don't know the meaning of the word. Ugh, this is terrible for my heart. There's no way you could... It's not here, I tell you. Well, would you be so kind as to enlighten us? Where's the real murder weapon? Think, Miles, think. Somewhere not even the police would search. A blind spot in this zoo. A hiding place that the warden could be absolutely sure of. A hiding place? No. If you insist, come on, Helmut, open up. Did she use the same trick? Wait, so it's not even in her stomach, it's just her mouth. Allie's stomach not damaged after all. She wouldn't eat because her mouth is being used as safekeeping. She cannot open her mouth because she's loyal. But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade detection could there be? Mr. Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting? There's the faintest possibility I'm right, but if I'm wrong, we stand to lose everything. Your Honor, this is where the real murder weapon is hidden. In the yard.
Take that!
Here? In the yard? Indeed. I don't believe I understand. Would you care to explain a little more? Where exactly is the real murder weapon hidden? What? Oh. Oh, there's... In the alley!
Take that!
Of course, that's what it must have been. What's the matter, detective? It's the metal detector, sir. It's reacting to the alligator. What? How? The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of the piece of evidence. The chisel? Did we just figure out that that isn't the murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Keynes hid this chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right, the murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there. What? No way! We detected the presence of a metallic object during our earlier investigation. Judge Cavell, we need to know what's inside that alligator. Understood. Then we will need to summon a veterinarian. I'm sure I could get a little sweetie to open up for us. I'd be happy to give it a try. Please, by all means. Warden Lagarde, the real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess? I have nothing to confess. As you wish, and you can simply wait and watch as your lies are exposed. The fox is angry. Sir, we got it! Ah! This has to be it! It's over, Pippi Lagarde. Miles is a Souls player, he knows that anything four-legged is a dog. The real murder weapon was a Bodhidharma Kainis' knife. Making you the only person who could have killed Bronco Knight. I'm not the criminal here. This is all Canis is doing. I did the right thing. Knife was a threat. It was Canis' lapdog. Curse that despicable man Canis. Why did he have to come and ruin my perfect little home? We could have been happy forever if it wasn't for him. He ruined my paradise on earth. He ruined everything. Curse him. Curse that pitiless butcher. That awful, terrible, despicable man. Curse him! Oh. Ah! Oh my god! Her coat is made out of different boxes! That's so cute! What? That's so funny! What the hell? That's the best breakdown animation so far. Prosecutor winner, sir. The test results have just come back. The winner? I guess we've all been under a lot of stress. Traces of Bronco Knight's blood were found on Mr. Canis' knife. It's just like you said, sir. Congratulations on a stunning victory. Thank you, officer. Excellent work. You can continue complimenting me if you'd like. Yes, sir. The winner wins again. I think I'm welling up a little with rage. Excellent work, Eustace. Just a few loose ends to tie up and we're done. Huh? What are you talking about? I just solved the case, didn't I? We have yet to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Canis. It will be vital to know if Warden Lagarde was simply jumping to conclusions on that front. Ah. Okay. Huh? Huh? There's Clueless, and then there's you. Well, then I guess we'd better get back to our investigation. Alright, officer, you're with me. You're about to see the winner win a whole lot more. Prepare to witness first-rate investigative talent in action. Yes, sir, I'm right with you, sir. Can't wait to watch you at work. It's winning time! What? I expect this case will cause quite a stir. The attempted murder of a president is news enough, and now his would-be assassin has been murdered. But Knight never sought to kill the president in the first place. The truth is not always as important as it might seem, Mr. Edgeworth, in the eyes of both society and the law. How can you even say that? You do not have to believe me, however. As a prosecutor, Mr. Edgeworth is obliged to accept that this is the reality of the world he operates in. Being a prosecutor is about more than proving people guilty, that's what I believe. Okay. We are all free to believe as we choose. But the law is not to be toyed with for our own personal goals. Oh, okay. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences. What does that even mean? Wait, you're not gonna take his... I'm afraid I must be going now. Farewell, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. Judge Cavell is right. There must be only one set of laws for everyone. But if following the law means sacrificing the truth, can I really do that in good conscience? Whoa! Simeon, you're out! Hi, Regina. Is everything alright? They did let you out, right? Yeah. But I'm so confused about what's going on. Some guy just came and said I was free to go, and that I have Mr. Edgeworth to thank. You sure do! Mr. Edgeworth found out who the real killer is! Wow, really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh no, stop staring at me like that! I'm innocent, I swear! Don't pull the rug out from under me now! Stop it, silly. It's true. He saved you, so say thanks already. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you. Remy Ratatouille. And a great big Regina Berry thank you from me, too. Mr. Saint talking directly to me. Small victories, I suppose. Can I just ask one question, Mr. Attorney? Sure. I'm not actually an attorney, though. I thought Bronco was my friend. No, my best friend. I trusted him, but now... But now? Well, it's just... I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate someone enough to want to kill them. If he kept something like that from me, then he never really trusted me, did he? That's not true, Simeon. Of course he trusted you. No, he didn't. If he just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have told him that hate never helps, that he had to let go of all that stuff. Mr. Saint, I think you're forgetting something. I should show him the thing that proves Knight trusted him. The pocket chess set, maybe? Is it the pocket chess set? I think that's the only thing relevant to the... yeah.
Take that!
It's the chess set I brought for him. Knight had hidden a chisel inside. I imagine he meant to use it to escape. What? You mean he was using me? No, he believed in you. He knew he could count on you to bring it, and that you would never be so untrusting as to look inside. I imagine that by not telling you, he was hoping he could keep you from getting caught up in his mess. Oh, Bronco, why didn't you tell me? At least you understand now, right, Simeon? I'm sure he does. He may not show it, but Simeon's no dummy. A good night's sleep and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow. That's not as complimentary as you think it is. I'll try. I have to for Bronco. I have to show him I can become the best animal trainer out there. That's the spirit. Oh. Haha, what? Remy Ratatouille? I almost forgot! They're doing a new show soon. I'd love it if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh! I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one. That's right, the Baby Circus is the biggest fabulous event in town. You'll have oodles of fun. Sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, we have to go. I'll think about it. Cool. Alright, Simeon, we've got some training to do. I think it's time you and Regent got acquainted. Regent the tiger? No way, I can't. Oh, you'll be fine, silly. You'll never be a nicer kitty cat. I can't. Please, Regina, anything but that, please. Another satisfied customer. Well, that was really something, Smiles. Talk about pulling it out of the bag. I couldn't have done it without you, Fender. Without your timely intervention, she would have gone away. Besides, I have to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place. Oh, stop it. Pat me on the back any harder, and you're gonna make me blush or topple over. I suppose it would be asking too much for you to take this seriously. Seriously? Miles, my friend, I'm always serious. Anyway, how do you feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney, after all. To be an attorney. Gotta say, I had a blast. Reminded me of the good old days. Like Gregory was standing there right beside me. It's been like a zillion years since I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job. Good? Bittersweet? I'm not sure. Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into the defense game full-time? Excuse me? You know, pick up where Gregory left off. Get out there and actually help people. Hey, pal, don't get any big ideas. Mr. Edgeworth ain't about to switch sides. Why not? Coming over to the light side's all the rage. Everybody's doing it these days. Come on, Mr. Fender. You know it's not about that. Chill, team, chill. Don't get it twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question. No, you weren't. The heck you were. Looks like you've got a mean defense team there yourself, Miles. Fender, I'm a prosecutor. Yep, and I'm an attorney. You could be one too. I'm serious. Huh? Well, I've said my piece. You changed my mind, you know who to call. I'll be waiting. Follow in my father's footsteps. Could I really do such a thing? I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my dad. Oh, his mouth's so wide. An attorney like my father. Me? Oh, the end. Oh, let's go. Finally, the end of case 2. Thank you very much. That was pretty long, I guess. That was pretty long, but finally! Yay! We made it through the case! That was a long one. And next time we can... I don't know, start case 3? Is it case 3? That was long. I guess so. It was pretty long. Yes. It will get more interesting after this. I hope so. I think it's like the case was very connected 1 and 2, so that's why I was like, wait, damn, this feels really long. But it feels long, right? It's just like, I don't know. It felt long. Not sure why. Anyways, thank you so much. We have Tag Ai, we have Kaze Hayashi. Just ordered the jacket. That's almost too cute for me as a holo OG-san. Thank you so much. Orders close in 3 days actually. So you can check out the jacket if you want and some more. Yes. It's just like new facts after new facts after new facts after new facts. And it's just like so are we progressing or are we back to square one? Or are we progressing? Are we back to square one? You know, it's just like a push and pull kind of thing. Are we closer? No warmer? Cold? Nah, you know. Yes. Thanks for the stream. Thank you. We have Nicholas M and Hanawa. Thank you. Anton M. This taste is the taste of a liar. Vivi Giovanna. Yeah. Honestly, I never really thought it was the warden until we got to the yard. But it's just like, if it's not the warden, then who? You know? I knew that it couldn't be Canis because he was painted so much as the antagonist. And it probably couldn't have been Sawit, as in like the main murderer, because that would be like kind of silly. But it was like, how would it be possible for it to be Carcerado? You know? Yes. But yeah. I don't know when someone's painted that hard exactly. Like, he's so sus. You have T-Rex Run, thank you. We have Anton M. Chisel in the dog, knife in the alligator. Yep. We have Anton M. Wardrobe malfunction, 100% natural fur. That's so cute though. Yay. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. No. But yeah. We don't know yet whether like she's correct about Knight being Canis' dog or not, right? But it would be surprising if he really is. But it's kind of sad if the murder was like, it turns out to be like a waste, you know? It's so sad. Yeah. Next stream is gonna be next week. Okay. No stream tomorrow, so we can rest. Yay. Thank you. But yeah, he wanted Canis to be arrested so bad, but then it didn't work because we were actually good at our job. Terima kasih perhatiannya. Thank you very much for your attention. If you like the content, subscribe and join the royalty, and also buy my hoodie. Sales close in 3 days. Hey, salam marakets everybody, and bye bye. Maybe if I feel like it, I stream tomorrow, but like, who knows?